All right, guys. So I'm headed into the library. I don't know how they're going to take to my vlogging. We're about to find out, though. So I made it. Gotta be super quiet. I don't know if you guys can hear me. But it's, there's so many books. Anyways, I come here to study. So I find a place that's quiet and isolated. And I just do my thing, which is this, usually studying or reading or exploring some software, whatever I choose to do. All right, guys, I gotta get out of here. Got to go. But first, all right. Let's see if I get stopped. Let's get down the stairs. Gotta make a fast getaway. Now I can speak words at normal volume. I made it without getting caught or getting any stink eyes. Nobody looked at me like I was a nuisance. Respect. I actually enjoyed that little trip. Now, time to get some food. Woo! Windy out there. All right. So, favorite tea, well, my second favorite tea, besides lemon ginger, this is a pomegranate green. Fantastic. It is lightly caffeinated, as it is a green tea, but it is awesome. All right. Now, oh, shit. Let's get out of here. So do you guys have conversations with yourself? I do. It helps. I promise. It helps so much. You know, if you're having a problem, just start talking about it. It's like free writing verbally, right? Y'all remember free writing back in school? Where you just write. That was a really cool exercise. I should probably do that more. As I mentioned, this vlogging is really helping me with certain things that I say. For example, my hands. I had this set up to where I can't be using my hands all the time. It gets weird when people talk with their hands a lot, you know? It's distracting. When I'm being recorded, I'm a little more conscious of it, and I only use my hands occasionally. Now, if no one uses their hands and just looks at you, it's kind of weird too, because then they're just like zoned in on you. Really weird. But if they subtly use gestures, you know, like maybe their ear itches or, you know, like that, or chapped lips. You know, chapped lips. You know, certain things. So one thing that helped me a lot, I was listening to this podcast, I forget which one it was, but when you're engaging with someone, it always gets awkward looking at them, right? Like when they're talking, you don't want to be that person that looks around, is kind of just like, what are they talking about? Bored. Even though their conversation might be a little boring, you still want to be respectful, right? Because they're going to listen to you, that exchange there. But there was an interesting thing talking about when someone's talking to you, you usually try to meet eyes, right? And it can get awkward because you're like, am I really? You don't want to like stare them down like gunslinger, but you do want to have eye contact to let them know you're paying attention. So you see the sweet spot right here between the eyebrows? That's the spot. That's the sweet spot. That's where I look. Look at them, but don't look into their eyes all creepy, man. Like, try looking right here. They're not going to know the difference. It's really fascinating how well it works. And you just look at them, and it's right there, dead center between their eyebrows, and they won't know the difference. But it looks like you're totally locked eyes. Give it a try, guys. Alrighty, guys. Today's value. As the thumbnail suggests, I would like to talk about pulling the trigger on things that you're on the fence about. For me, I'm hesitant on things just like everybody else. You know, we all have that kind of inner voice telling us not to do something or to do something. What I want to encourage you guys to do is go for it. Whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're on the fence about, go for it. Like if it excites you. For me, movement excites me, so I go for it. I try classes, I do certain things. It's all about growth. It's all about learning, and it's about staying uncomfortable. Yes, I said it, staying uncomfortable. When you're comfortable, there's no growth. It's stagnation. That's how I look at it. But humans are creatures of habit. Yes, we are. We like things, this cookie cutter way of going about things. It provides comfort for us. Everybody's like that. I'm like that. But when you get outside that comfort zone, that's when you start learning, and that's when the growth really happens. So let's think of children, babies, toddlers. What do? They're exploring constantly. Things they have no idea about. Yes. And that's what I want you guys to do, is go for what you've been wanting to do. Pull the trigger on whatever you've been wanting to do. For example, vlogging, I pulled the trigger on it. I just did it. But I want you guys to focus on getting out there and getting after it. It's the only way to live. Trying new things. And I would say, don't rely on somebody else to go with you. Do it by yourself and do it for yourself. That's the thing. Everybody has a separate journey. Just because you want to go learn a back tuck at a gymnastics training center doesn't mean your friend Todd wants to learn. They might say they do, and maybe they do. Maybe your goals line up. But most of the time, that doesn't happen. So what I say is you have one life. Get out there and get after it. If you are new to the channel, thank you for checking out the content. I hope you enjoyed it. For everybody else, thank you for your continued support. I truly appreciate it. This is super fun, and I'm really having a blast so far. If you enjoyed today's content, go and hit that little thumbs up. If you'd like to see more content and see where this vlog goes throughout 2018, go and hit that little subscribe button. Other than that, guys, keep learning, growing, and moving.